What's up, fellow lords of gaming? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but we're finally getting back into some Black Desert Online content. I want to bring you guys the update for October 16th. So let's jump right on in. We're going to call this the enhancement update because that's essentially what this update's all about. But let's jump in and take a look at some of these update details so we can specifically look, and I'll show you those things on screen. So here we've got some changes and fixes that they basically talk about from October 17th. Those things included things like the Black Spirit enhancement protection, where the items with truncated names, they basically had certain UIs. The master class registration has ended, so for the Warfare Arena for Arsha events inside those as well. So just be aware that that stuff is happening basically in the game. Now, when we get into specific patch notes from the October 16th update, you can see the major one here is going to be the changes to the enhancement UI. And I'm going to tell you guys this right out the bat. I don't feel, and I know a lot of players are going to be really mad at me for saying this, especially longtime players, but this is a system that needs to go. Black Desert largely becomes one of those games that people don't want to play, especially when you try to bring in new players. And trust me, I have done that, where they feel like the gameplay is really, really good, especially like you look at all the hype that's around Crimson Desert and stuff like that. Is the environment, the gameplay is good, but when we get to like some of the progression systems inside the game, they're just like counterintuitive to gameplay. There's not a lot of reward success when you talk about how things are happening with, you know, fail stacking and stuff like that. Like you feel like you're playing more of that than you're actually playing of the game, but it is what it is. You know what I mean, guys? Like, I mean, I feel like they should change this completely and remove this, but it is whatever it is. Like, I'd rather be looking at successes instead of trying to build failures to get success. That doesn't make sense to me. So what they've got here is this new enhancement window basically inside the game. So it's supposed to be smoother and intuitive, but the underlying truth is that intuitive is never what the enhancement system in this game has been about. It doesn't make sense to any new players, and unless you really want to get into it. Like, I've been a long time BDO player, in and out, but I've been a long time BDO player, and to be honest, I always try to find workarounds instead of doing the enhancement system. But this is their idea at streamlining it. It really doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but they've got a couple of things. So you've got the enhancement system inside here. So enhanceable gear can be accessed from your inventory, so you can enhance it immediately. So you can see here, I don't have any enhanceable gear because obviously, you know, I have to have gear in my inventory that's available. But there are improved chances and stuff like that. So you can see like the increased chances here, so you can access all your advice of vaults and stuff like that. They've removed the enchantment scrolls, so beware that those are all gone. You can see here, like if you have any dim origins of dark hungers, things like that, you know, they're all available to you to basically increase those chances inside there. So you can see that, you know, works pretty decently and well as far as you can tell. We do have the blacksmith secret boxes, so you know, it's a quick access to go for the extraction for those as well inside your inventory as well. So really good things. They relaxed some of the conditions that they said for confirmation for when you constantly get those pop-ups that, you know, it's like God Air, Fallens, Labruscas, and all those have enhanced. They've also added a inventory slot that's doesn't have any weight limits, which is awesome. I love this. No weight limits to it, but a max number of slots for your inventory for your enhancement. You can see here mine is maxed out at 192 slots. So here, any and all of your enhanced items, whether they cronstones, whether they're hammers, or, you know, any of those, they're now going to be stored in here automatically. The really great part about this is a lot of my items that were inside my like central marketplace and things like that, I was storing those specifically in there because of weight limits and stuff like that. Now I don't have to worry about these, so they could take the weights off these. That'd be nice, basically. So you've got those overall. There's not a whole lot, meanwhile, that has changed essentially from the way you have to go about enhancement. You know, I can still select materials like cronstones and things like that to add for protection. You can see right here, enhance, protected, enhance, and then they've got the skip animation window here as well. It's just a matter of the fact that I don't really think that they've done anything necessarily to improve the new player experience with the enhancement system. I would much rather grind and know that, hey, if I want a enhancement stack that's 300 or however I get to 300 for enhancement stack, earning that in the game because I've grinded out the game, which is already a large grind in itself. So grinding for failure doesn't make sense. Then I can earn those items. I think that this would do better with like a Guild War system type thing where you may, especially with the world so big, you made targetable objectives to get things like, hey, you want a Don's gloves or Don's boots, you're gonna have to work your way up to this type of gear score to get into this area, and you're gonna have to find these people or do these events to basically get that. It has always been, I have tried to get so many people engaged in the Black Desert, and they love the combat, they love the characters, they love the classes, but they hate this enhancement system, the progression to get you into those levels. And in my opinion, it just locks out some other things. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, whether or not you're enjoying this enhancement system overall. It's going to be one of those triggering things for me always anyways. So let's take a look at some of the other patch notes that's inside the game, and we'll round off there. So we do have some events that are currently going on in the game, and we'll talk about those. You can see here the Spooky Scare Pumpkin Bash is available. So let's take a look at that one. So the Spooky Scare, that's going from October 16th to November 6th. So all you have to do is go join the festivities and Haunted Village is what they say. Just make your way over to Hydo and Velia, and basically you're gonna snag seals and things like that, and go to the fight the monster zones. We've had that before, if you guys remember, right? Like this is the same event that basically happens all the time. So I like it. It's a good event for basically the holiday time. So have fun with those. These are some of the main rewards you're gonna basically get. So you get the Residence Door Pumpkin Spirit, you get the Dreamy Enhancement Help Kit, the Enhancement Help Kit 5, and then the Royal Fern Root. So good there. So like all you got to do is log in. You'll snag 20 of these seals daily, play for 30-60 minutes. You can leave the game on in the background and you'll get these seals so you can exchange for some of these items. And then you've got the Pumpkin Ghost Invitation, so pop up in monster zones. So all you have to do is like go to monster zones, bash up some people, and then you'll get some of these. So you're guaranteed some of this Spooky Pumpkin vibes, which is going to increase your combat XP, item drop rates. We've seen these events before, and I tend to like these because it's rewarding for just doing what you're normally going to do. So if you were out there trying to get your Ornets or something like that, you can just be fighting things and basically get these increases for your combat XP and item drop rates. You'll get some of these Spooky Pumpkin seals, the sharp black crystal shards, and the memory fragments with the new UI system should be great. Defeat any of the ghost pumpkins and you'll obtain the following set priority. So it'd be nice to get all these 30 to 50 cron stones, and especially if you were get so lucky and get some of these gold bars. So don't forget, guys, here goes some of the items that you'll be able to exchange. So a lot of residence items inside there, from residence decor to the light post and the pumpkin lamp as well. And then you've got a number of items that can help you raise your class and your gear score and stuff like that. So we have some of the Spooky Pumpkin candy baskets as well, and set probability, you're going to basically be able to get some of those. Obviously everybody's going to be wanting these mystical cron bundles inside of here. So the lamps and stuff like that look really cool and amazing in my opinion. I like them. They're very cool. Like, I mean, why would you not want those overall? So good items, good events overall. Like, I don't mind these. I love it actually when they have these events inside of here. So I'm pretty ecstatic about those. So we also have the supernatural beings, the angel and demon bosses have basically descended. So from now to October 6th, basically, you see Velia gets a frightful makeover. Marnie's up to suspicious shenanigans in town. So all you got to do is chat with the Black Spirit to start the event. Go over to village villagers, gather good or evil energy, help Marnie and get your hands on some of those Spooky Pumpkin seals. That's it. So you're going to go into the wormhole generators that's activated, and then you're going to defeat angels, or you're going to defeat the demons. Based on who you chose for evil or good energy. So it's a weekly quest, and then you'll get the defeat the angel, defeat the demon, and you'll get the title inherently evil and inherently good. So kind of like picking your lawful neutral or chaotic evil character classes and say, I like it. It's a good thing. You know what I mean? Overall, you get those Spooky Pumpkin candy baskets as well, which will help you get the other items in game. So be sure to take a look for that event as well. It's one of those good ones. Next up, we've got the Jack O View, a spooktacular Hallows Eve. So And this event over here anyways is going to only be going to October 30th, so a little bit shorter time span than the other two events. But you can see here, go over to the forum, snap a screenshot of your pumpkin that's in game, and basically submit those for a snapshot for the POV contest, and see if people like you'll get chosen for what people like or whatever, and then you'll have the ability to get some of these event participation rewards, and some people are going to get the pumpkin outfit box. I still use my Halloween Marnus outfit on my character because I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite costumes that came out in this game of all time. I love it. The Marnus outfit, that was the Halloween one, and it's like the orange and black, and I use it for my Hashashin all the time because I just absolutely love the colors, and it's just fire to me. So we got some new additions and improvements as well. So you can see here, Tamer main succession, while also some class challenge bonuses for Elan, Nova, and Wukong. So I'm going to start my playthrough probably this Monday on the season servers for Wukong and get that character max leveled up. Well, I think I'm going to use my Patrigo's charms on some of the other characters that I don't play to get those. Now, they've also made some changes to trial characters. So these are basically designed that they help you play a character in Black Desert and, kind of like see what the character's max out is. So it's ensuring like PvP environment between trial characters. So you can see they increased the level of trial characters from 60 to 62. And then they adjusted the existing trial characters levels to 62 as well. So they've also added in this magical fitness box, and what the magical fitness box is going to do for you is going to basically help you max out your breathing, your all of that stuff, so that way you have like a fully played out character. So you can see here the Arena of Arsha 3 gear, so now obtainable for trial characters. You can get the gear scores as follows: 365 AP plus 425 DP inside there after completing the trial character proof of greater power cast with the Black Spirit. So make sure you take a look at that overall, so you can see that, so that way players can participate. They would make these things a lot easier if they just gave a very ease of restriction on player character progression. They keep trying to do things, but they're just abridged not too far. And I get it, because it's a delicate balance of trying to not make people who have been playing the games for years feel like they're less, and try to maintain the central marketplace and stuff like that for the value of items. But let's be honest, it's one of the very big limiters in this game for entry players, and we need to make sure that the entry players stay high. Along with this, they added a new Throne Dominion feature that allows adventurers who have ascended the throne of Idana to access an exclusive area through their dedicated Idana UI. I haven't yet to make my way into this area at all. I've been taking a break from Black Desert just so that way I don't get burnt out on it. And then we've got a number of NPC quests and UI changes as well. These are all good. Like you can see here in the UI, the biggest one to me is the Monster Zone 1. So they detail categories inside Monster Zones as well. The rest of the updates inside there, not a whole lot that's going on. Like I said, this is more about the UI enhancement that's there. Let me know in the comment section. Are you feeling really good about these UI enhancements? Are they enough, or are they still not a bridge too far? Are you experiencing the same thing as I am when trying to bring in new players to Black Desert, where you're just not getting the feedback from the players because they don't like the gear progression system? What is it about it? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.